Hi, I'm Shunpeter Z. Welcome to Zero Point Note, a podcast where we dive into the nature of consciousness and the mysteries of reality, as seen from the zero point field, the source field of everything. Through my encounters with this field and the strange consciousness that suddenly appeared, calling itself Z, I've come to see the world very differently now, and I'm here to share that journey with you. Sounds crazy, maybe, but for now, just treat it as a story, a lived experience, and see where it takes you. This isn't just a podcast, it's a portal to flip your perspective and explore what lies beyond the surface of everyday life. So let's begin. So here's today's question. What if memory isn't what we think it is? Sounds strange, right? Because for most of us, our memories are who we are. But from a zero point perspective, that idea starts to fall apart. Let's break it down. Is memory really stored? We tend to think of memory as saved data, like a folder on your hard drive. Even neuroscience now tells us something different. Many researchers now suggest that memory isn't stored in one fixed place. Instead, it's reconstructed every time you recall it. You see what this means? It means that each time you remember something, it changes. And that new version becomes your new memory. So what was the original? Maybe there isn't even one. So where is memory then? Here comes the ZPF bombshell. What if memory isn't even in your brain? Here's my understanding based on ZPF insights. The brain only holds tags or cached access points. The actual memory stored in the zero point field, like a vast cloud database. And what determines what you download? Your current frequency. That's why when you're angry, you download angry memories. When you're feeling love, kind memories arise. The past didn't change, your frequency did. And so the memory changes too. Mandela Effect and shifting memory. Remember the Mandela Effect from episode 2? Memories that don't match the current version of reality. From the ZPF view, this is not a glitch. It's a feature of what we call this reality. Because if reality itself is shifting, your memories might shift with it. So maybe you're not misremembering. You, or more precisely, your current frequency, might be downloading them from a different timeline. This explains why people argue about the same memory, why siblings remember childhood events completely differently. Here's the deeper issue. We build our entire identity on memory. I'm this kind of person because I was hurt as a child. I failed in school. I struggled in my job. But if those memories aren't fixed, then maybe neither are you. What you call you might be just one version of a story, pieced together from selected downloads. The self as a memory construct. From the ZPF view, memory is the raw material used by your ego OS to render a consistent sense of self. Ego as an OS. Sounds strange? Maybe. But it works just like one. And many people confuse it with their true self. I'll be going deeper into it sometime in later episodes. So, the I'm not good enough OS then will pull failure memories from the cloud. The I'm lucky OS will pull the lucky ones from the crowd. It's not the past, it's the filter. Same event, different downloads, meaning different identity. If memory changes, can we become someone new? Interesting question. You know these movies where someone loses their memory and become a different person? From a ZPF perspective, that's extremely real. Why? Because if your memory is your OS space, then new memory equal new OS, and new OS equal new you. And this doesn't need trauma or accident, just a shift in how you select and interpret your memories, your frequencies. Yes, technically, you can become someone new, all by changing your download behavior. So how should we treat memory? This is a core insight today. Memory isn't truth, it's a material. You're not bound by your past. You're accessing version of it in real time, which means that you can reinterpret past events from a new perspective. Find gifts inside old pain. Tune your vibration to access different memory clusters, and when you master that, your frequencies dramatically change. Then, your timeline shifts completely differently, meaning that you might even trigger physical Mandela effect as your whole timeline starts to shift. That's the true power of free will, ZPF style, Z told me. So today, we explored why memory might be an illusion, how it's reconstructed and filtered by your current state, why identity is more flexible than you think, and how changing your vibration lets you access new paths. Wild, right? Next time, we're diving into why your vibration shapes your reality more than your thoughts do. Even positive thinking can fall flat if the vibe doesn't match. That's why books like Think and Grow Rich don't always work. It's not that thinking is wrong, it's just incomplete without the tuning. ZPF responds to your frequency, not your mental wish list. So stay tuned. If this episode shook something loose in you, don't worry, that's the point. Reality is not fixed, and neither is your story. This was Shunpeter Z. See you in a different band of field. Bye for now.